Okay, so all rise, court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Fame Monster presiding. Today before you we have case number Cole versus Child, which is Keyshia Cole versus Destiny's Child. Last night there were some statements made, and there was a lawsuit sitting on my desk this morning, and I decided to take this case and get into it right now. So let us discuss the matters, and by the end of this, we're gonna have a verdict. This seems like an easy case, so here we go. Okay, court is now in session with my little gavel. So, last night, Super Bowl performance. If you guys missed it, go get on YouTube. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere by now. So it's even on World Star Hip Hop, so you guys know how that feels. Anywho, so Mrs. Keyshia Cole was last night. You are charged with slander to the third degree against Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child, who is, i.e., a gospel singer. First of all, you're guilty off rip because you don't slander a gospel artist. Even I know that. I'm not coming for nobody that sings no praises to Jesus' name. Why? Because I don't want that whiplash coming back on me. So, with that being said, I'm like pre-assuming your guilt. But I'll give you a fair trial anyway. Keyshia Cole was watching the Super Bowl performance last night, and I'm assuming she wasn't much pleased with the Destiny's Child portion of Beyonce's show, or the Beyonce Bowl. So she made the following statements, and I'm going to read them off to you guys. So, Keyshia, you listen up because this is what you tweeted, just in case you got a little sidetracked. You might have got high between the time then and now. So, this is what Keyshia Cole had. Where is the page? It's sitting right here in front of me, but the page is being totally disrespectful towards me. You're holding up court. You're holding up court. What is it? It's in. Here we go. Keyshia Cole said the following. I think I was frightened to blink for a second. Then Michelle sung and woke my ass up from my daze. She always fucking the groove up. And then she followed up that tweet after a couple of Beyonce stands possibly came for her and said the following. And yes, my mom uses drugs. Yes, it's hard. Yes, I'm from Oakland and I made it damn far without influential biological parents. And then she followed that tweet with the final tweet saying, but hey, I love y'all too, and y'all girl is whack and always will be. Pound sign boss. Okay, so where do we start? Let's start with the first tweet. First of all, the first tweet came way out of left field. First of all, when nobody checking for Keyshia Cole last night, ain't nobody been checking for Keyshia Cole since I'm Just Like You, the first season of her own BET show, and at this point, no one is checking for Keyshia Cole right now. I believe she'd be better off pairing up with Carrie Hilson and go sell some hot dogs outside the Superdome of Beyonce's performance, if you ask me. And quiet as kept, I heard that's the reason why the power went out, because Carrie Hilson was outside selling hot dogs, and she had one of those generator plugs, and she didn't know what she was doing, so she plugged in and poof, power went out. So that's just a rumor. Y'all know I like to spread the rumors. I don't like to start them. So yeah, that's what that was about. I got so sidetracked, but yeah, Keyshia Cole, how dare you come out of nowhere? I mean, out of Paco, way out of the Paco, and just come for Michelle. Like, here's the thing: we all, in general respect for Michelle, know where we expect Michelle to perform on a Destiny's Child level. It's gonna be. This is how this is just is not no type of favoritism. This is just how the cookie crumbles. Beyonce performs at the highest level, followed up by a close Kelly, and then a Michelle. Michelle's always the one to trip and fall, or the one who always, slips, or the one who's off count, or the one that's all the way up the stairs while the other two are still down here perfectly in line. But with that being said, we know this about Michelle and we love it anyway. She gives us a little humor. I like to think so. I love Michelle. Vocalist, Michelle is amazing, but she be behind sometimes, which is okay. I mean, everybody gets down with get down. She's a gospel singer. She's not a pop tart. She sings gospel. She sings praises unto Thou name. So we really can't expect her to be like boom cacking for her life or anything of that nature. But let me get back to the case. I'm getting sidetracked. Keyshia, you are guilty. This is, and I'm gonna tell you why you're guilty of slander to the third degree, and you need to be tried with like, oh look, you need to be tried with doing community service with Carrie Hilson, because had it been anybody else of any type of, it wasn't even about, at the end of the day, it wasn't about what she said. It's the fact that she just came remotely out of nowhere with a disrespectful comment on a night that was supposed to be legendary. It was supposed to be the return of Destiny's Child. Woo woo, we all excited. And here come random ass Bout It Keyshia Cole with these off the wall ass tweets. And then, get this, was followed up. Michelle, there were charges against you as well, but I'm finding Michelle not guilty because she straight went ungospel on her ass and came back with her with this following tweet. This is what she had to say about the tweet that Keyshia Cole sent out. She says, "I'm Destiny's Child and you're Frankie's child. You do the math." And left it at that. Completely owned Keyshia Cole. That Keyshia Cole shut down her little HP notebook and she went to her room and probably went to sleep to tell her husband what happened. Keyshia, you're guilty. Michelle, you are not guilty. And if anything, I'm waiving all of your fines and your court costs. I'm putting it all on Keyshia, though she probably can't afford it. Because the last hit, Keyshia, had you just been like somebody of some status, it would have been okay. It wouldn't have been okay. It would have been understandable. But I mean, you're just Keyshia Cole. I mean, and I like Keyshia Cole's music. Don't get me wrong, I do. So, the old stuff, the way old stuff. I just want to be over my shit. Don't even get me wrong. But when you come out with random statements like the one you made last night, just blatantly shading somebody, like you just a bomb.com, like you are fucking Pay LaBelle or Aretha Franklin or Shaka Khan or shit, Dionne Warwick for that matter, then you have to be addressed. And that's why I find you guilty of slander of the third degree and I sentence you to community service with Carrie Hilson, and you will pay these court costs. I'm not sure how you're gonna do that. You might have to spend a couple of days in jail with Lil Kim. But so yeah, that's fame court. This case was pretty easy, I like to think. So let me know what you guys think. Who's guilty? Who's innocent in the bomb in the Gotcha Gotcha bar? Do you think Keyshia is guilty? I do, like no other. So um, bring in the next case. I don't know what it's gonna be, but this case is closed. Keisha's guilty. Oh wait, wrong side. Yeah. Bye y'all.